Well, good evening. Welcome to the Story of Liberty. Thank you for joining us. My name is John Bona. I'm giving just a brief response to the President's State of the Union the other night. You know, there is no doubt that there is not much congratulation needed for this administration at this point in time. Look, the realities are things have been made worse. They're not better. Ask yourself that question. Are you better off than you were 3 years ago? Most people answer no. Look at 1 in 5 willing men to work in their prime age, and half of those under 30 did not go to work this week. That's not a better situation. In the last 3 years, there's been an explosion of debt, new debt added, that spending trillions of dollars and to our national debt, more than the entire combined presidencies from George Washington through George W. Bush. If you added all those up, this president has spent more than all those, created more debt than all those added up. Think of that one fact alone. Federal spending, 1 out of every $4 is spent in the entire economy from the federal spending. And it borrows, unfortunately, from some countries like China, 1 out of every 3 of those dollars. So look at this administration's idea of building the middle class by creating government jobs. It just won't work. That's not how this country was founded. The founders of this nation basically believed in 4 simple principles that a man named Adam Smith wrote, a book called The Wealth of Nations. And that was the liberty to try, the liberty to buy, the liberty to sell, and yes, the liberty to fail. Those basic economic liberties gave us the right to go out and try to open a business, to sell a good product, and to buy a good product. And yes, if you did fail, you could try again and open another business. That was the great liberty we had in America. But now the tentacles of government that this administration has increased make it much more difficult to do any of those 4 things. Those of you that have tried to open a business, you know what I'm talking about. You know, they say they have a desire to create jobs. But if you do, then why do you create more regulation, more taxes, and more control on small business? Come on, nobody's getting fooled here. With those 3 things being added, it just places a burden on small business. You're not going to create jobs that way. Look, at this administration has no plan. We have heard no plan to save Social Security, to save Medicare, and to create real jobs. There's no plan on the table. Instead, the only plan that we do hear that's clear is that they want to divide and create this class warfare, socialism, redistribution of wealth, to take the money from the hard-working people and distribute it to those that don't want to work. That's not what the Founding Fathers envisioned. And it's wrong. It's called socialism. And it doesn't work in a free enterprise system that we have in America. Look, President Obama, we all know he's a great speaker. He's a great orator. He's got good speech writers. But what does it all mean? At the end of the day, what does it mean to give a great speech? Look, at Obamacare is going to crush small business. There's no doubt about that. It's going to create so much more burden. Look, at the office of the presidency is crucial. It's a huge responsibility. But this country needs a man that will lead this nation. It needs a man, it needs a liberty man who will stand up for others before himself. That he'll put others before himself. He will sacrifice. He'll get on his knees every day and pray to God. And he'll read the Constitution every day and abide by it because he swore to uphold it. That's what the next president of the United States should do. And thank God we're hoping that will happen. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.